Hey there guys, I know it's been a couple of weeks. I don't actually know how long it's been. I feel like it's been at least 3 weeks. Could be longer. I took a little bit of a break. For those of you who weren't aware, if you don't follow me on other platforms or you don't watch my shorts here, you might not be aware. But I did take a couple week break, and during that time, a lot of exciting things happened. I want to get into all that, tell you guys where I've been, tell you guys why I took a break. So let's go ahead and get started. So before I get into why I took a break, I want to obviously thank all of the content creators who sent me videos that I could post while I was away. The reason I do this is because when I take a social media break, a lot of my followers, you guys, are always worried about me, you're wondering about me. And so I first did this like 2 or 3 years ago when I was only on TikTok. I reached out to some of my friends who were content creators and they sent me videos basically just being like, hey, Cody's away, but he's doing well and he'll be back soon. And so here's a couple examples of the videos that people posted while I was gone.
Cody's not here right now. He's having a break, a mental health break. This is very important.
Hi! You're probably expecting Cody, but he sent me a therapist because we're both kind of concerned about how long you've been scrolling this app. Yeah, how long has it been?
So, Cody is taking a break, but his followers certainly aren't. Let's talk about it.
And there's so many amazing creators who were nice enough to do this for me, and it really gives me time to not have to worry about my social media while I'm away. But it also allows me to jump on and read comments of you guys all being understanding about me taking time away, so that's really nice for me too. I was having some pretty severe issues this time during my break, both positive and negative symptoms. A lot more negative symptoms than usual. I know I've talked about the difference between them in the past, but positive symptoms are things in addition to my personality. That would be the hallucinations, delusions, paranoia. Negative symptoms are the things that subtract from my personality. That would be like memory issues and the inability to keep up with self-care, stuff like that. And I was really struggling with motivation and a lot of negative symptoms that I don't deal with a lot. And so I wanted to make sure that I took time to relax and address all of the different health issues I was having. And I was really struggling, and I try to post on here when I'm having a hard time so that people know that, even though I'm on medication and I'm doing very well most of the time, that I still have bad days. I still have, symptoms. I still have periods of time that just I struggle. And that can be hard to admit, especially when I was first starting off on social. I wanted to paint this image of, this is Cody, he's doing so well, and, Instagram filter my whole life. And that doesn't really do justice to my journey and my ongoing struggles with mental illness and schizophrenia. So that's kind of a little bit about where I've been. And I have fallen behind, so I know a ton of people have reached out for like speaking events and comedy events and all sorts of stuff. I promise I am getting back to everyone as soon as possible. But of course, I wanted to say thank you first and foremost to all of the people who took time to check on me, ask how I was doing, show concern while I was away. And I'm so grateful to have such a supportive network and social media platforms that I can do that, step away, take the time I need, and then come back. And I want to talk a little bit more about that. But first, I need to talk about all the insane things that happened while I was away. All right, so there are 5 different big things that happened while I was away. Number 1, I was featured in Men's Health. That was something that I knew was coming, and I've been very excited about. What an honor to, grow my advocacy to the point where they were able to talk about my journey through schizophrenia and social media, and then the Unseen and Unheard podcast that I did. That was so cool. I was so honored to see it live. I couldn't believe it. And people were very supportive of that and showed me so much love. And I got a lot of new followers from that article, actually. People were commenting and reaching out saying that they had seen the article and then followed me because of it. So that was, of course, all of these big things always tend to happen when I take my breaks. So that was the first thing. The second thing, and I think this was because of the Men's Health article, you guys might know that I have a very long frustration with TikTok not verifying me over the years. Like, we're talking, I've applied for verification like 15 times. This last time I applied was the 15th time, and I had basically given up on them ever actually verifying me. But I don't know if it was because of the Men's Health article or what. I was verified on TikTok, which is super cool. It might not seem like a big deal to some people, but I mean, 1.3 million followers. TikTok is where I got started. It is the origin for everything else I do. I wouldn't be on this platform, I wouldn't be speaking, I wouldn't be doing comedy without the success I had on TikTok. And so a lot of people gave me a hard time when I got my TikTok tattoo. They're like, oh, that's so stupid, why would you get that? And it wasn't about the app, it was about everything that came of the app, which this isn't on my list, but another thing that happened while I was on my social media break, here's my TikTok tattoo, and this is my new YouTube tattoo for hitting 100,000 followers on this platform. So thank you guys again for that. Here's a picture from Instagram so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm so happy with it, and I got the same comments that I got for my TikTok tattoo here on YouTube. People were like, why would you get a company logo tattooed on you? It's not about YouTube itself, it's about you guys, it's about my subscribers, it's about a big milestone that means a lot to me, and that took a lot of work, you know? Number 3, this, I did do a post about it. I haven't made a single video about it yet. I wrote a book. This is just a poster of it. This is not how big the actual book is, I promise. So I wrote a book called Minds Over Meetings, and it's about mental health and mental illness in the workplace. So during my break here, I finished writing the book. It's not available yet. We're expecting late this year, early next year for it to be on the shelves. And I will post, don't worry, I will post many updates as that comes along here. And that's been an ongoing project. Part of the reason I haven't been able to keep up so much with the posting schedule that I would like to have has been because I've been working on this book. I have spent so much time and energy on it. A lot of you guys know my story with work. Up until about 6 months ago, I had a regular day job, and I had worked in so many different industries. I've worked in production, manufacturing, office roles, sales, you know, I've done a little bit of everything, and I've had some really good and really negative experiences acknowledging or addressing my mental health in the workplace, trying to get accommodations from employers, and so I talk about all of that in this book. I'm really excited. I will talk about it more as we get closer to a publishing date, and my publisher is looking for cities in which would be the best to come out for book signings. So if you're interested in having me in your area, let me know down in the comments, where should I go? Number 4, Anthony Padilla, who you guys know I'm a huge fan of. He did a video with me about 3, maybe 4 years ago. It was during COVID, where he did a YouTube video on his page about people with schizophrenia, and I was one of the people he interviewed. Well, he did another video on his page called Assumptions, and it was with me, a person with bipolar disorder, and a person with BPD. And we got to share our experiences, talk about different assumptions that people have about mental illness, talk about some of the misconceptions that we hear on a daily basis. And I was so happy with how the video turned out. Both of the people that were in the video with me were amazing mental health advocates. They both have incredible platforms, so please go check them out too. I'll put all of their information and the links to these videos down in my description. And number 5, last but not least, my wife Allison, who you guys may know from some of the videos I've featured her in. She officially left her day job to come work with me full time, so she's gonna be helping me with a lot of the things that I can't keep up with. It's gonna be a lot on the back end. She's gonna be helping me schedule speaking events, comedy events, keeping up with emails, all of the stuff that I need to do, but I can't. So I'm really grateful for her to be coming on to the Cody & Co. team. And I'm so excited. Me and her have worked together at several jobs, and so this is going to be a really crazy adventure for the two of us. I finally just took the leap into social media and speaking full-time about 6 months ago, and to be in a position now where, you know, she helped me for so long with keeping up with my meds and helping me get stable, and also just supporting me as I pursued social media and made sure that, you know, I could focus on doing this. And so I'm so grateful to be in a position where I can ask her to come work with me and not have to go to a day job every single day. And so we are grateful for you guys, because YouTube and speaking is primarily how I pay the bills, and so you guys are what made this possible. And all of the things that happened while I was away just remind me how amazing all of my supporters are and all of my subscribers. You guys, without you guys, none of those things that I listed would have happened, you know? And so that's also why I prioritize taking breaks from social media and taking care of myself, because I can't do this without first taking care of myself. There's that like really well-known statement that you can't pour from an empty cup, and I try to remember that, and I'm not always the best at it. Sometimes I push myself way past where I should, and so this time I was trying to be more preemptive and really take care of myself before I continue my advocacy and my social media and my comedy. And I know I'm starting to sound repetitive here, but I appreciate you guys so much. And we're up to 125,000 followers on this platform now. Even while I was away, this platform's been growing. I have so many exciting things coming up, and like I just, gave you the list of 5 things that have been happening while I was away, but there's so much more to come, and I'm so excited to tell you guys more about it. Because I'm behind in posting videos, you guys are gonna start seeing a lot more, as well as I'm gonna be traveling to visit some other mental health advocates and filming some videos in person, including a couple videos I'm going to be doing with Gabe Howard. He is my favorite bipolar advocate. We're going to be talking about the difference between bipolar and BPD, because people tend to mix those up a lot. If you guys have any other questions or topics you want to hear from my conversations with Gabe, let me know down in the comments, because I know I have a lot of followers who have bipolar disorder or bipolar disorder with psychotic features, and so I'd love to hear any questions or comments you guys might have. But that's kind of the update of where I've been, what I've been doing, what's been going on. I can assure you this will not be the last time that I need to take a social media break, and the time, I never know how long it's going to be. So I just want to say thank you all so much. I'm so excited to get back into content. I hope that you guys are excited to see more content, because there is a lot coming. And as always, just a reminder, my name's Cody, and don't worry, I'm real. See you guys.